been on a night like any other. I was driving home from work, nothing unusual, just the hum of the tires on the empty road. The headlights cutting through the fog. Clock on my dashboard read 11:47 p.m. when I saw something flickering in the corner of my eye, just beyond the trees on the side of the road. At first, I thought it was a trick of the light, maybe a reflection, but then I saw it again, a glow blue and pulsing. I pulled over curious and stepped out of the car. The cold night air hit my face, sharp and unsettling. The glow was brighter now, and it wasn't coming from any street light or vehicle. It was something else, something that didn't belong. I didn't even think to grab my phone. Just started walking toward it, my feet moving as if I had no control. The closer I got, the more it felt like the air itself was vibrating. The glow wasn't steady, it flickered, almost like it was breathing. That's when I saw it. There was a shape silhouetted against the trees. A figure, tall and thin, its outline barely visible. It didn't move, but I felt it watching me. My heart raced. It was as though the forest itself had gone silent, holding its breath. The only sound was my own pulse pounding in my ears. I should have turned around. I should have gotten back in the car and driven away. But something kept me rooted to the spot, like I was being pulled in, unwilling but unable to stop. The figure moved, but not in the way anything should move. It was smooth, fluid, like it was gliding rather than walking. My throat tightened. I couldn't make sense of it. The thing was wrong. It stepped closer, and that's when I heard a voice. It wasn't spoken aloud. It wasn't even a voice in my head, not like a thought. It was more like a feeling, a pressure against my mind. Come. Don't know why, but I obeyed. I followed it. I can't tell you how much time passed, seconds, minutes. It felt like an eternity, and yet no time at all. The forest blurred around me. The glow was all I could see. The air thick and heavy was something I couldn't explain. I could barely breathe, but still, I kept walking. Then suddenly, I was standing in front of something. A ship, I guess. At least, that's what it looked like, though not like any ship I'd ever seen. It was massive, hovering above the ground with no visible means of support. Its surface shimmered, shifting between shades of metallic gray and dark blue, as if it were constantly changing shape. I don't remember getting inside. One moment, I was standing there staring up at the ship, and the next, I was in a room. Cold, metallic walls. A low hum, like the engine of the ship, was always running. I tried to move, but my body felt heavy, like I was underwater. I looked around, but there was nothing in the room, no furniture, no windows. Just a table at the center, smooth and perfectly round. That's when I saw it, a figure standing in the corner of the room. It wasn't the same one I'd followed. This one was different. Its face was pale, almost translucent, its features sharp, angular, eyes dark, black and unblinking. It reached out, its hand slow, deliberate, and as it touched my skin, I felt a shock, not a painful one, but a cold, numb sensation that spread through my veins. I couldn't scream. I couldn't move. It was like my body was frozen in place, and all I could do was watch as the figure leaned closer, its cold, unblinking eyes never leaving mine. The pressure in my head grew. The voice was back, louder this time, clearer, but still not spoken aloud. You are here now. I didn't understand. What did it mean? What did it want from me? Suddenly, the door to the room opened and the figure stepped aside. Another one walked in, taller, more imposing. This one didn't move like the others. It didn't glide. It stalked, its feet heavy on the floor as it approached the table. It placed its hand on the surface and the table shimmered. Images, visions flooded my mind. Images of other people. Faces like mine. Like I was seeing glimpses of other lives or perhaps other places. I couldn't tell. You will understand soon. I don't remember what happened next. Woke up on the side of the road, the same road where I had parked earlier. The glow was gone. The forest was silent again, and the air felt normal. My car was still there. The clock on the dashboard read 11:47 p.m. Nothing had changed, but everything had changed. I don't talk about it to anyone. I can't. I don't know what happened or why it happened. Don't know if they left something behind in me or if they've come back to take me again. All I know is that every night when I close my eyes, I can still hear that voice. And it's getting louder. Come.